logic is open.
So this is a unique number, and it's always the same number. Every time over and over again. It's just, no, you can just buy it. You can just buy it. It exists for 10, 15 years, what they install. Okay. So they injected it here with this, and then did it like this.
You did it on your own, or someone did it?
Yeah, we were willing to do it ourselves, but after the first media attention, we thought, all right, let's be safe, let's be... We just made a small announcement, all right, guys, we're going to do this to open everybody's mind for technology, to open your arms, to welcome technology, but also be aware of the risks and consider the downsides. Because now we're installing it for ourselves. We control it from ourselves, but if a government will one day will push it into the market or will push it into their people, it will have downsides as well. So we really need to think about this, how we handle privacy, how we handle security, which data you can put on it. Normal phone, I have my business contact card. But in our ideal world, we could have one identifier to unlock everything. And instead now every island of, every company is an island and it's isolated. For example, if you take public transport, they have their own cards. If you take a look to the library, they have their own card. To every retail shop, you get another card. You're banking, you have 3, 4 Visa, MasterCards, it's so many cards. And instead, if we could turn that around and say, all right, no, this is my identity, that they would connect to you instead of the other way around, then we should have an ideal world. And I'm not going to state that everybody should have a chip, but it would be an ideal situation if you can unlock everything with one card or one bracelet or one ring. That was our goal.
Apple.
If you take a normal phone, NFC phone, and it's every phone except Apple, you can see my full business card by just putting it. After 4 or 5 demos, you know where the spot is. But it's really narrow. You can easily copy the data that I'm putting on my chip. So I'm putting now my business card is on my chip, so you could easily copy the data and put it on another chip. But what you can't do, you can't duplicate the chip. So you can never duplicate my entry here because the unique identifier is connected to our system, but it's not copyable, so you can't copy it. You can only copy the content, and you can read and write whatever you want on the content. For some people here, it's just a website, what's on there, because the number is only linked in every system. It's not the chip itself.
Can happen.
Als je op die online portal aanlogt, dan moet je kiezen. Dan staat dat even.
I've experimented a bit with, I wrote some software, small program in a few hours that gives you a personalized dashboard when you come in. So you just scan your chip and you get your personal information, your favorite Spotify track gets added to the Office playlist, so your music is combined with the others, so everybody has their choice. It brings your to-dos, just like the personalized dashboard. That's one of the applications. It was just kind of a showcase to show what can be done in a few hours. So imagine if you have a few months, a few years, what you can build with just that personal identifier. That's what it's all about. It's just a centralized identifier, and you can just build around that.
That can transform magnetic signals. That's how it works. So a reader, once you put a reader next to it,
So technology moves fast,
And actually, this is the same reason why, if you're doing up a house, it's not clever to build in all the latest tech into the walls, into the floors and everything, because in 3 years it's all out of date. The same thing applies to stuff you put in your body. In 3 years it's out of date. And yeah, there may be security vulnerabilities and all that kind of thing, but do you really want to start digging these things out every 3 years and sticking more in? Because that's where we are. It will keep on changing constantly.
Like this, but here it's just a small antenna. So you need to be very close. But this
It was a bit blue the 2 days after or something, and then it just got, I don't know, integrated into my body. So.
Gaat dat altijd? En ik bij mij